Now I am calling the roll by looking at the participants I have. That's why I'm asking who's Motorola One Macro, but it's Daniela. Can you give me your last name?
Villalpando Carpio.
Villalpando, because I have Daniela Velasquez and Daniela Villalpando. There you go. Yeah, because otherwise I don't have Motorola One Macro in my list. So that's
Sorry,
why. No, but it is okay. Don't worry. It's nice to hear you again. Last week I didn't have the time because I have suffered what you already know that I have suffered. So I didn't have the time to be with you. But it is nice to see you and hear you again. So tell me about the grades. What about the grades? Did you agree with them?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, teacher.
Yes, teacher.
Yes, teacher.
Yes, teacher.
I
Nice.
totally.
Yeah, I think the majority of you did it very, very, very well done. Yeah, yep. So, it's a good moment to repeat you that I am calling the roll every time that we have a session. Sometimes some of you are asking me for permission to be absent, and I am not applying absences for the ones who are letting me know with some time that you're not gonna be here, because it is supposed that it's an obligation that we have. So if you are not here, but you let me know that you're not gonna be here or next Friday, it's okay. I'm not gonna put you the absences, but start getting worried if you are being missing some of the classes because I am calling the roll. So there you go. Can you guys let me know if you can see the presentation that I'm showing you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes? Very good. Better you like the Simpsons family because I choose them as my characters for this presentation. Okay, so as you may notice on the exercise that I have recently uploaded to our Google Classroom, we're going to talk about conditionals this time, the 0, the 1, 2, and the third conditional. So I'm going to start by talking about the 0 conditional. It is just a quick review to help you to understand a little bit better the way in which each one of them are working. Here we have an example. If I drink more than 6 pints of beer, I normally get drunk. We use the 0 conditional to talk about universal truths or situations that are normally truths in real life about you or about me or about us. Then, here we have the example. If I drink more than 6 pints of beer, I normally get drunk. Or I normally get drunk if I drink more than 6 pints of beer. As you can see, we can change the order, but the meaning it's the same and the context continue the same because both of the sentences are in simple present. They are establishing a condition and a result. So it does not matter if we move them. The order will be the same. Then we have to establish the conditional if and both sentences and simple present. Questions up to here?
No.
No.
No, teacher.
Nope. Nice. Then the first conditional, we're gonna see it. If you don't give me what I want, I'll kill you. Sorry for the example, it is very, very expressive. So we use the first conditional to talk about a future possibility. And it's gonna be depending on what you do in the present to get it. And here we have the example. If you don't give me what I want, I'll kill you. As you can see, we have established again the condition. Then the result of that condition. It is the same as the zero conditional. The only thing that we have in changes, it is that one of the sentences it's going to be in simple present and the other one would be in future simple. But as we already mentioned in the zero conditional, we can change the positions of the sentences. We can say, I'll kill you if you don't want to give me what I want, or if you don't give me what I want, I will kill you. It is very important to remember that we have to separate both sentences by a comma. Questions about it?
No.
Nobody?
No, teacher.
Okay. So I'm going to continue. Here we have some of the auxiliaries that we can use. We have will, that it is expressing when we have a certain thing, when we are certain that something is going to happen. Then we have may, that we use to express uncertainty. It is something that we are not really sure about. And here we have can, that expresses opportunity or ability, and should, that expresses a recommendation. Then here we have the second conditional. There you go. If we were more educated, we would live in a better world. And here we have, is our education good, or do we live in a peaceful world? No. Haha. Then we use the second conditional to talk about an imaginary situation in the present, or even we can do it in the future. It is when we have a very quite low change, or the possibility of changing it. So that would be a hypothetical situation, or not an imaginary, and hypothetical situation. For example, if we were better educated, we will live in a better world. We're gonna see how it's constructed. We have again a condition and a result, but we still having the condition. We need a subject and then a verb in simple past. Then to establish the result, also we need a person or a pronoun, an auxiliary. It can be would, or it can be, no, it is the only one, would. Or had, we can also include had. Then we have the verb in simple form and the rest of the sentences. And we sometimes could invert the clauses like this. We will live in a better world if we better educated. It doesn't happen all the time, because here that we are establishing a different condition. There are some times in which if we modified it, it's not gonna be coherent. In this example, we can invert it as we have been doing it with the zero and the first conditional. Questions about it?
No, teacher.
No.
No? Nadie? Okay, so may I continue?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There.
Yeah, teacher, you can continue.
Okay, so here we have the auxiliaries. We can use would, we can use might, or could. It depends on what we want to say. Would expresses certain, something we are sure about. Might is expressing uncertainty, when we are not sure, and could, when we talk about opportunity or ability. As you can see, they are the past forms of these ones. Look at it. Will, would, may, might, can, could, and should. It is not included. Very good. So this is in past, completely in past. We use where for all the persons. And here we have the third conditional. It says, I wish I had gone to college. If I had gone to college, I would have gotten a degree. Again, did I go to college? Did I get a degree? No, no, sí es cierto, I did it. And you're gonna do it too. Then we use the third conditional and wishes in the past when we want to talk about regrets, something that we are regretting too. It means actions in the past that we wanted to be different, but we cannot change because they already happened. We're gonna see wishes in the past. I wish I had gone to college. I wish I had bought a house. Would it be? It is needed a subject, a verb in simple form that in this case would express wishes. So we have to include it. Again, another person that it will be in this case the same as we started to talk about. Then we have had, we have the verb in past participle, and then, sorry, we have the rest of the sentence. And here it is. We established a condition. If I had gone to college, then the result, I would have gotten a degree. Then we establish if the condition, the subject, the auxiliary had, the verb in past participle, the rest of the sentence. For the result, we have again the pronoun, the auxiliary, the verb in simple form, and the verb in past participle joining the rest of the sentence. Here it is. We could invert these clauses like this. I would have gotten a degree if I had gone to college. Again, and there it is. The auxiliaries that we use for this conditional would, again, with uncertain situations, might, for certain situations, might for uncertain situations, and could when we have chances, opportunities, or abilities. Then these are the constructions that we use for expressing these ideas: would have, with, may have, may or might, and could have. Then here we have an exercise that I had included to let you do it in a Google document or maybe in a Word document, and then I'm gonna be putting a space available to you to upload it. In this exercise, you're gonna be using these situations to construct some examples with the third conditional. You can use at least 5. I have 10, but I don't want you to do the complete 10 sentences. You can choose only 5. Then this is going to be part of the ITEP exercises. Then I'm going to explain a little bit more how the ITEP exercise work with conditionals. And here it is. The 0 conditionals, as we already know, are constructed to describe habitual occurrences or regular facts. And then we have an example. It says, he is usually alert and ready for work if he enough sleep. In this case, the correct answer will be the letter D, because this is the 0 conditional present tense verb. So the only verb who is, well, it's not the only verb in present, but it is the only one who matches with the pronouns he. That's why we are forming 0 conditional. Then, here we have an example of first conditional. These sentences, as we already mentioned, describe causes and effects relationships that happen regularly. And here we have some examples. If the prices of wheat and other farm commodities continue to fall, the country will borrow more money to pay its expenses. Then we have, if I find a job in the city, I will sell my house and get an apartment downtown. Questions up to here before I continue?
No yet, teacher.
No
No,
yet.
teacher.
Any question?
Good. Then, second conditional. Second conditional expresses conditions by the preceded condition if and the subject, and it expresses imaginary situations. And we know that for excellence, the auxiliary that we use is would. Here we have some sentences. If Victor treated his classmates more nicely, he would have more friends. And more participants will survive heart attacks if they go to the hospital faster. Ay, no, ¿por qué salió ese del heart attack? Qué mala onda. Life imitates art. Se los juro que coincidió. Then we have the example. Julie would buy a nice car if she more money. In this case, the correct answer would be the letter D because it is reflecting a cost that appears with the verb would buy. So this is indicating us that the conditional it is untrue. So every time that we have an untrue conditional, we're gonna use the second conditional. That's why the letter D is the correct one. Then we have third conditional. Questions?
Ay,
I.
ay.
Who's saying I? ¿Quién está diciendo I? Para regañarlo porque no apaga su micrófono. May I continue?
Yeah, sure.
Yes, teacher.
Good. Then the third conditional is expressing the uses of the past perfect verbs. In this case, the auxiliary use for excellence would be also would. Here we have the example. If the bank had not taken steps to lower interest rates, the economy will have declined. Then the question, did the bank lower interest rates? Yes. Then here we have, my parents would have moved to California if my mother had gotten the job with the company. The question would be, did her mother get the job? No. So this is our completely untruth conditions. Por eso tenemos las preguntas así como que remarcando si realmente eso va a pasar. No. O en algunos casos, sí. Pero se refiere a lo contrario. Si queremos que pase algo, ¿va a pasar? No. Si no queremos que pase algo, sí sucede. Por eso son unreal conditions. Here we have the example in number 4. If the dam had not been built, this whole area would have been flooded. In this case, the correct answer will be the letter C, because it is the form in which we construct a the third conditional sentences. But the dam would have been built as an imaginary effect. So it is something that it's untrue. Questions about it?
Not yet.
Not yet. Here we have the examples. As you may know, we have already did this kind of exercises. Los que vienen en el libro. We have this blank spaces, complete blank spaces exercise. And then we have our error correction exercise in which you don't really have to complete something. You better have to identify where the mistake is. Otra vez, voy a hacer un espacio para que suban ese ejercicio. Ya sabemos cómo se contesta en Word. Ponen únicamente el inciso correcto. Questions?
No, teacher.
Thank you. I wanted to
Teacher.
mention, yes.
Can you share with us the presentation or
Of
the video?
course. Yes, of course. I'm gonna put you the link of the video. Oh, no es cierto, yo nunca les pongo el link. Creo que los invité a mi canal, ¿no?
Yep.
Yes, teacher.
If you want to watch the video again, maybe you can go to my channel, but in this case, if you want it, I'm gonna be uploading the link, and here you can find my channel. And I will also share the presentation to you to consult. That's it.
Okay, teacher, thanks.
Welcome. I wanted to tell you something. I don't know if you guys remember that we have a missing exercise of pronouns. Tenemos un ejercicio pendiente de pronouns.
Yes.
It was because the platform was eating it. Se los estuvo comiendo. So I wouldn't be able to have it again. I have to eliminate and program it again. The thing is that sometimes when I program some class, I mean, for example, I uploaded the exercise on Monday and I prepared them to appear or to be shown to you until Friday. They got stuck. That happened with that exercise. So I'm gonna forgive that exercise. Voy a perdonarles ese ejercicio porque ya ni siquiera está en pendientes. La plataforma lo tragó. Yuhu! So forget about it. Yeah, so forget about it. Or forget about pronouns. We are now doing it, doing different things with conditionals. So I wanted to also say congratulations to you because I have been reading your essays and I have to admit the fact that your essays were very good and they were appealed to the APA style. It was very nice to read each one of them. It was a lot of work because you are a lot of students, but I have read all the essays and they were very, very good. It is nice to see that you are doing it so good. So thanks a lot for your essays. And I think that will be it. I don't know if you guys have something to say. Nobody? Something else to say?
No, teacher.
No, teacher.
No, teacher.
Any other question?
No.
Okay, so
No, teacher.
okay, so I think that will be it for today's class. Thanks a lot for your attention and for your time. Hope to see you next Friday. And in case you know that you have any question, I'm gonna be completely available for you on the WhatsApp group.
Okay, teacher, you're welcome.
Thanks, teacher.
See you.
You're welcome. See you.
Thank you, teacher.
Have a nice weekend
See
and
you.
a very,
You
very
too.
good day of love and St. Valentine's Day.
Thank
You
you,
too,
teacher. You
teacher.
too.
Thank you.
Yes, if
See
you don't
you.
have a Valentine, I can be your Valentine.
Have a nice weekend.
Have
Okay,
a nice
teacher.
weekend.
Okay, good to know.
Bye-bye.
See
Bye.
you.
Yeah.
You again.